shuttle has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay. Let me turn that down and get this started. Okay, mute that. Let's get this stream started, everybody. Go over here with it. Transition this to the live chat to make sure everybody can see. Wait for the game to load. There we go. All right. Discord notification just went out. Y'all see what I'm saying? Can you see? I'm playing Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain. Grab this real quick. Ugh. Having eczema and it being winter time, hella dry outside. All that cold air making my skin extra dry. I'm gonna let the demo play a little bit so y'all can see. There we go. Okay. Just a little bit hot. You know what? For the sake of this being my first Flashback Fridays video, I am going to start from the beginning.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Lae'Zel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow. Until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Lae'Zel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead. Cast him in. Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy. I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my soul reaver, my angel of death. These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans. You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies. Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Sua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Get your ass back here. Don't run from me.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
Oui.
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve. You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
What are these creatures?
not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
Oh well, I'll throw you in the water. Drown, bitch.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Oh, it's over here.
My God! The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Is that the baby? Is the baba? I am playing Soul Reaver for the Dreamcast. Yeah, the merch is beautiful and it's the perfect size. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for investing. Let me know how it holds up. Okay, great material too. I hope it continues to be great material. Definitely gonna get more because I need more colors. Hey, stay less. All right, wait, no, pick him up. Your dumbass. Wait, you know what? No, I got this. Okay. It's so easy to get turned around in these games when you're caught up in the cutscenes. All right, so which way should I go? Oh, you guys are bad. Give me your soul. All right, well, if I can't go that way, hold on, let's go over here. What's up with this?
The doors of the sanctuary were immovable, either barred from the inside or rusted shut. I would need to find another means of entry.
Okay, I like that. How did you turn around? Come here. Get in the fire. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, give me back my weapon. Everybody's dying. Everybody's getting the skibbity paps. What's this? A portal room? Alright, so that's how we access the portals. Whew. You got some big ass calf muscles. That man never skipped leg day. What the fuck? Alright, well, Finch Stream Elements just dropped it in the chat. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the two links. First of all, we got the Discord link. Um, my main favorite things about the Discord is that we have a Pokemon RPG. It's kind of like Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, if you've ever played that. But instead of typing prompts, you basically just like push actual buttons from a little menu that pops up in chat. Um, we have what is it? The anime slash game character roulette, where you basically get to roll to see if you're paired up with some of your favorite characters from different anime and video games. Um, then our other link is the link to my official website. We have a bunch of merch, not just listed on the website, but then we have a completely separate merch website. We have merch through Fourth Wall, but we also have merch through what is it? Through the main website. So, explore around a little bit. Any profits we get from specific merch goes to the artists that are either responsible for creating those designs, or the artists who are associated with those designs. Because sometimes graphic designers come with designs they want to get put on clothes, and then other times musicians will basically musicians will drop logos associated with like certain albums and stuff like that. And whatever logos they had associated with with those albums, if they go on the merch and you buy that merch, that money goes directly to that artist. Then the money that goes directly to me for merch that's like associated with my brand or logos that I came up with, um, I basically like use it to promote the brand or to get new designs made. And any money that doesn't go directly to that just ends up going back to charity. Whether that's through, my Cash App, because, I for years, like since I've been working at Chipotle, I've been donating any money that I had that wasn't like used to, feed myself or some shit like that. I tend to donate whatever extra funds I have. to like different charities, GoFundMe pages, or like the Change.org stuff. Um, but yeah. Other than that, save, overwrite, yes. It's been a minute since I played this game. I'm glad to get back into it. Mink, 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 mink. Let me out. Let me out. What now? What now?
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss, my tomb, and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
How about that? Give me your soul. Why? What did I do to deserve this? Two for the price of what, bitch? Who's this old Reaver? I am. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Mink, stupid. Mink, you're not even gonna get the chance. That's what I'm talking about. Total domination. Total annihilation. What was it you said, Dodoria? Total annihilation? Oh, freeze. I can explain. Let me out. Let me out. I ain't sneaking in shit. Everybody getting ramped up on. What's in this direction? Your soul is mine. Also, what's in this other direction? I'm curious. I'm gonna go here first like a good noodle, go through the gate. Exploration. My boo. Combos. 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 You bring your ass over here so I can kill you. Where the flames at? Give me your soul. That's never gonna get old. At least not to me, because reliving my childhood. Also, I called it Flashback Fridays because basically I'm just gonna play a bunch of retro games that I really, really like, and probably alternate between like 2 or 3 games that I fuck with super heavy. You thought you was slick? Thought you was slick? I hit that corner and I saw my boy looking up. He was looking up for a reason. Give me your soul. Well, I guess that's it for the moment. I guess that was one of them birds. I freaked out for a second. I was like, what the fuck is that? Excuse me? Why did the music change?
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Oh, I could just push your ass back. Come here. Oh, the other one is gone.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
Give me your soul. Alright, give me my damn weapon back. assuming it's in this direction. Ah, I was right.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Kain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
Stupid. Melchiah. Give me your soul. Give me back my shit. I'm coming for you, Malcolm. You're in the corner, I can't see you. Let me in.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
Well, that was short-lived. Ah, son of a bitch. Just like my fucking ascent was short-lived. Mm-hmm. Why did it do that? Come over here so I can stab you. You thought? I'll take that. Oh. Oh, it wouldn't let me back up because I would have had to. Wait, hold on. Which side would it be easier? It would be easier to do it on this side. So let me go here. No, not like that. Like this. Oh, I kind of figured it was going to be. All right, so what's the easiest way for me to get this on that side? I'm not thinking about this the right way. Here. There we go. Sometimes big brain, sometimes small brain, but always brain. Success. And that was a no look. I did that off of memory. There's certain things about this game that I remember, and then other things I've forgotten completely. Mink, 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 mink. Yeah. Stupid, you're not even gonna get the chance. Give me your soul. Mink, 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 brutality. Mink, give me your soul. Stupid. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm tempted to take this staff with me because it's one of my favorite weapons. But I would have to hit things more. So I'm just gonna go see Malachi. Or Malchia. That's not what I want to do. Oh well. I was trying to get him into the light too, but it didn't work out. It's okay. Follow your dreams, kids. You zig when you should have zagged. Mink, 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 mink. Fatality. Give me your soul. Mink, 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 mink. Bing bang, bing bang, bing bang, bing bang. Fatality. Your soul is mine. There is. Wait, is this it? Okay, I wasn't 100% sure, but I remember things. Oh wait, can you? Or do you actually have to? I jumped a little bit too soon. I should have looked before I left. No, he's getting the overtime. Wow, baby guys, you believe in it? I just got a message, and I can't believe it. You're leaving me to go to your place of employment? Nah, it's okay. Get them coins. I support you. Mink, mink. It said unfortunately. It's like I don't want to go to work anymore. It's like you think I want to leave? It's like I'd much rather stay in the house and watch you stream and play this random game I've never seen. That would be fantastic. But you know, I gotta eat. You know, I need a place to live. So unfortunately, I have to go to work. It's like, wouldn't it be nice if we could all, you know, make coins with the things we were passionate about? That would be fantastic. I know you hear me using your elevator, Malkaya. Hmm? Isn't there like a doorway I can go through? Thank you for staying right there while I was getting ready. Mink, 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 mink. Your soul is mine. Ah, here it is. All right, so I remember there being a yes. Grab you. Travel safely, please. I hope you get to work on time. Hope you get your coins. And you're getting in some overtime. Okay. Okay, so got two people hopping off to go to work, but one of y'all is getting overtime. Mhm. Hey, the extra coinage is always lovely. I'm happy everybody's making money. I actually made about $90 in Twitch revenue over the past like 30 plus days. So I've been very excited about that. Yeah. gotta push this one more, I think. Yep. My depth perception be fucking up when it come to these old ass polygonal. You feel what I'm saying? Shits. Yeah, no, the polygons be fucking me up when it comes to depth perception. Like, because it's been so long since I've actually played one of these games, it's like me trying to remember exactly what the distance is for all of these different objects. Like in my head, like, all right, this is the remastered version, with the HD textures and shit. So, what does that mean for me trying to make this jump? All right, got that. Wait, what are you doing? Let it go. I move the analog stick faster than the shit let go. I gotta time my button pushes a little more effectively. You know? It's me. Malkaya! I'm in your shits, Malkaya! Revenge. Revengulence.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the Master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
Everyone is afraid, sibling. You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
Yo, my boy Malkaya, use a bitch. Your mom and them. Let me just. I'm lucky. It's been a while since I played this game. I'm trying to get my timing down. But it's okay, Malkaya. So once I get my timing down on closing this gate on your Nelk. Oh, Malkaya. You're not special. I could do that too. Bitch. Malkaya. I got my timing down, Malkaya. Where you at, my boy? Are you trying to come from the side of the... that didn't work either. Oh, you released something. You released something and broke something that I get to use. Malkaya!
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Kain?
The Master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded.
Goodbye, Malkaya.
I'm released.
You have done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
Well, I gotta go back to the spectral realm to get it done. How come I can't just... Where's that little metal block up here that I pulled out? There it is. Well, that was Melchiah. 1 down, 3 to go, I think. Die. Yummy. Give me your essence.
Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
Hello. Your soul is mine.
These artifacts enhance your stamina, enabling you to prolong your material manifestation. Gather 5 to complete the emblem, and thereby augment your strength.
Nah, don't run. Give me your essence. Step in this corner. Hmm? I'm not supposed to be here yet, so I'm gonna go the other way. Give me your souls. Alright, so I'm gonna go back this way, all the way around. Don't run. You was all big and bold and badass a couple of seconds ago. You thought shit was sweet. Is this? I came all the way over here just to eat you. Because you thought it was sweet? Now your soul is mine. Okay, return to the sanctuary of the clans. I don't know which direction that's in. I can only assume it's back in this direction, because he said return to the sanctuary of the clan, so I think that'll be over here somewhere. This is Malkaya, this is the shits, and I think this is the sanctuary. So let me... I think this is the sanctuary of the clans. I could be wrong. Oh wait, it said return to the sanctuary. I don't think that's the sanctuary across the shits. I think the sanctuary is back this way. The big ass set of double doors I was in front of, like at the start of my stream. Me. I'm out here just absolutely bodying bitches. Come on, Mo. Me. Yeah, give me that. Give me a soul. Alright, so he said I have a way to get through now. So I'm guessing this is what they mean. Both of y'all. Souls. Give them to me! Alright, I obviously can't do anything in this room until I... You know what? I'm gonna come over here. I think there's a way for me to sneak up on a couple of enemies if I start right here instead. Meep, meep, meep. Get your ass out of here. he thought he was safe. Now my boy just... Ain't stupid! Give me a soul. Tasty. Alright, obviously the gate can be bypassed if I switch to my shiz, but I don't want to. Me. Because then the question becomes, well, which way do I go? Do I go to the left or do I go to the right? Alright, let's see, shall we? Off to the right is what? I mean, now that I think about it, they really could go to the same place, because this does seem like one big-ass semicircle. Alright, hold up. Let me double-check something. Because obviously... Alright, so obviously I can go over here. But I'm gonna do one fucking shits around the whole shits. I'm gonna do one full rotation around the shits before I slide back because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, yeah, so it's just segmented like that, to where you can enter from that side, but you can't enter from the other side. All right, dope. I like how my feet slap on the floor as I'm running. All right, so we got the we finally got to the door. All right, so let's see. Mind you, I'm using the cheats, like the original cheats that you can use for this game.
Raziel.
Kain.
The Abyss has been unkind.
I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right.
What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed? Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
Stop laughing at me. I know your tricks, Kain. not slick, Kain. I know your shits. I'm getting real sick of your shit, Kain. Well, let me see something real quick. All right, you made it to work safely. That's what's up. How was it looking? Is it looking like a crazy ass day? It's looking like a normal day. What we looking at? All right. Mm, okay. Okay. Let me see this then. Got your ass.
The blade is vanquished. So it unfolds. And we are a step closer to our destinies.
I swore I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed. I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
From this moment and ever afterwards, you and this blade are inextricably bound. Soul Reaver and Reaver of Souls, your destinies are intertwined. By destroying the sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal prison and restored it to its true form, a raging blade, its energy unbound. No longer a physical blade, it can only manifest itself in the material realm when your strength is fully restored. Once manifest, it will sustain you.
What are you, little soul? Another of Kain's creatures come to taunt this bound spectre.
I did not intend to disturb your rest.
Rest. A body is needed for sleep. Flesh and bones are required to recline. No, child. All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Ghastly past, insufferable future, are they one and the same? Am I always here?
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Kain refused the sacrifice. The pillar of balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition. Now these pillars serve only to bind me here, my prison and eternal home, thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
Then we share a common foe, Raziel. Return here when you have need. Ariel remembers what others have forgotten. May you find peace here, Raziel.
I mean, you let me out of the shits, but you didn't let me up out of the shits. Well, we were successful. So a little bit of lore for those who are not familiar with this storyline. So in this particular plot, right, this game connects to Legacy of Kain, right? That's why it's called Legacy of Kain Soul Reader. So there's other games that are like super low res, whatever, from like I think older systems. But the idea is a really, really long time ago, there were a bunch of like demons, like demon-like entities that were capable of, harnessing different abilities, different, shit. But they were super fucking corrupt, right? Long tail short, the the quote unquote vampires, like the original vampires and the humans, uh, they all got together and basically sealed these motherfuckers away. And the pillars were basically used uh to basically keep the entity that was controlling all of them at bay. So essentially every generation there's supposed to be a certain number of humans that are born specifically to eventually become the physical living representations of the different words on each pillar. So the pillar of balance was actually the pillar that Cain was originally supposed to represent, right? That's what he was born for. However, somebody, instead of converting him into a pure-blooded vampire, right? Because originally vampires didn't need to feast on blood. That's a curse. So basically, when the vampires did the whole shit with the pillars, the entity that was responsible for trying to feed off all the life force, it cursed them with bloodthirst. Some of the vampires went insane. Some of the vampires turned on each other, like, basically trying to consolidate power so that they could treat the humans like cattle. And then you had vampires like Janos Aldrin, who basically was like, all right, well, we got to do everything we can to try to save the humans and protect the clans and all of that. So Janos was trying to do his absolute best to be a stand-up god despite the circumstances. But you feel what I'm saying? When you're cursed with bloodthirst, it's a whole thing. So there's another vampire lord who's basically like pure, he don't give a fuck. He treat humans as cattle. Like he thinks they're like gods among men, whatever. He really don't give a damn. So he's basically rose to power within vampire ranks because he's one of the last remaining vampires that have any type of true blood to them. And basically what happened was the different vampires, once they were cursed with bloodthirst, they also found out that they were sterile. So not only were they cursed with bloodthirst, but they were also sterilized, so they couldn't even have kids. Um, so they ended up trying different magics and different things to try to figure out how they could like, have offspring. And the whole converting other people to vampires thing eventually succeeded. And the dude who's currently fucking shit up and being, the leader of all the asshole vampires, um, he basically went on this killing spree that pissed off the good guys, like the quote unquote good guys, like the servants of God or whatever. Like in this game, they basically have their own like religion or whatever. But after the vampires did their thing with the pillars that then got cursed and slowly tore themselves apart or were torn apart by the curse, eventually years and years and years later, Cain is born. And Cain is supposed to be a replacement for Ariel. Ariel was the original, was the what's her name, the Avatar, like the Avatar of balance. So after she was murdered, right? The other people who are responsible for upholding, the what is it, the virtues, they slowly but surely went insane. So what ends up happening is Ariel gets murdered. Her husband, who happens to be another, quote unquote pillar, he finds her, right? And when he finds her body, it fucks him up so bad that he becomes like sort of fucked up and evil. And he starts like torturing he starts torturing people and doing all types of crazy stuff. I think that was him, the one that was doing things behind the scene. But the idea is the entity who cursed them all that time ago, that's basically been trapped. There's a, how do I put it? There's a parasitic entity that has unknowingly started like this snowball effect that eventually leads to the greater entity, the greater evil entity being released from its capture, because they were basically sealed in another dimension. So that's the hidden behind the scenes type storyline in this game, because a lot of stuff you don't see unless you pay very close attention to the cutscenes, because there are no notes for you to pick up in this game. There's no exposition through notes. So you actually have to pay close attention to the shit that they're saying, and then you got to remember it to apply it to the different things you see later. Now, all of those symbols you see on the wall actually correspond to the different vampire clans. Um, and long tail short, the vampire clans, the new vampire clans, all come from Kain because Kain, for some reason, he has features that look like the original vampires, even though the original vampires supposedly died out eons ago. So nobody knows why the fuck Kain has like the three clawed hands. Nobody knows why Kain has the three clawed hands. And Raziel being the first person to have wings basically shows that for whatever reason, he was the first person to take the most to vampiric DNA. So Raziel would have eventually become stronger than Kain as a vampire, with more, abilities and all that, if he had been, if he had continued rising to power. So for some reason, right, and based off of what we've seen so far, it seems like Kain was jealous of Raziel having wings and being the first to have that ability. So he basically killed him out of spite. Like that's what it seems like. It seems like he killed Raziel out of spite, to consolidate his own power. And then because Raziel had already created other vampires, like for his clan, he also made, meaning Kain in this instance, also made sure to exterminate Raziel's entire fucking clan. So Raziel got basically betrayed and fucked over by the person who quite literally made him what he was in the first place. So Kain was basically like, "Oh, you're a vampire now," and then Raziel was like, "Oh, well, it would be dope if I, managed to do some cool shit that the other vampires couldn't do to help serve you." And Kane was like, "No, no, 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 no. You can't have what I don't have. It don't work like that, my boy." So right now, as it stands, Kane is too powerful for us to kill. And even though we seem to have beat him in combat, uh, with me actually playing through the game with repeatedly hitting him and all of that other shit, um, it's weird. I don't want these last two. I'm gonna save these for later. There's gonna be some random big backery that I feel like engaging in, and them two donuts finna hit the spot. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah, let me charge my phone actually. So the idea is, even though we supposedly beat him during the boss battle, um, he teleports away, uses the sword to electrocute us, and it ain't really shit we can do. And then he tries to kill us with the sword, but it doesn't work. The sword breaks into pieces, and then he teleports away. Then we pick up a spectral version of the sword, and now we have the physical blade. Instead of it being a physical blade, it has a wraith form. So the wraith form of the Soul Reaver blade that Kain had, we now have that, and that's the thing that's on my arm. I used cheats to get it early because I didn't feel like playing through this again because I played through some of this earlier today. No, not earlier today, yesterday. But you know, to put everything together, the Soul Reaver originally becomes attached to him in that cutscene. So now that I have the Soul Reaver on my arm, it's basically like, what the fuck is this blade, and how come it attached itself to me and didn't work for Kane anymore? Like, how many people has Kane killed, and then all of a sudden the blade doesn't work on me? Crazy work. And Kane said, "So now it unfolds." And he seemed to be satisfied, right? Like he said, "I could have sworn I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kane's eyes." Basically alluding to, in like a, sort of vague way, that Kane was actually satisfied. That shit turned out this way. So I'm guessing, right, that, you know, based off of my perspective of reintroducing myself to the plot, I'm guessing that Kane actually wants the Soul Reaver to be broken. Now, if the sword hungers for souls, I wouldn't be surprised if Kane wanted to free himself from the blade, because like the blade was attached to him and he couldn't let it go. And basically because it hungered for souls, it was like this parasitic entity that he couldn't free himself of. So that's why he wanted to be broken. So now it's attached to me. Now, when I have full health, right, then it's not an issue.
Far in the eastern mountains, a stifled titan stands in mute surrender, unwilling host to a parasitic swarm.
A parasitic swarm. Okay. So we're gonna have to contend with the parasitic swarm. That much is obvious. First, spam saving because I'll be damned. I'm not gonna lose my progress. Ooh, that was a nice dream. Ooh, that shit scared me a little bit. I was like, what the fuck am I? What am I hearing? And it's the damn music, bruh. That's so weird. All right. All right, cool. Let me look over here. Here. All right, so everything's looking good. I'm not sure if you can talk to her when you're in the physical realm, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could still see her. Okay, well, for the time being, now that we have our foot in the door for this episode, every Friday I'm just gonna be playing different retro games. Whenever there's enough people in stream to basically choose which retro games I play, then I'll do a poll, ask y'all which ones y'all want me to watch, y'all want to watch me actually play, and then over time we'll develop a legitimate schedule. Donkey Kong Country, I just downloaded it not too long ago, so we can play that. You feel what I'm saying? Whenever. Um, what else? Donkey Kong Country, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Master Quest, Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. I actually have Ocarina of Time with 4K textures. I have Master Quest 4K textures, Majora's Mask 4K textures. What else? Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. I got Wind Waker with 4K textures. I got Luigi's Mansion. Shit, I'm gonna definitely be playing some Luigi's Mansion. So real quick, before we, oh, you finally back. Welcome back. All right, so we finna leave that right there. Um, that I'm playing on Dreamcast, by the way. It's not the easiest thing in the world to pull off, but definitely still work it. Definitely still working and definitely still worth it. It's a bunch of different options, so because it's not just the Dreamcast, it's the Dreamcast, the Super Nintendo, the original Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, 3DS, Switch games, PlayStation 2. And I think PlayStation 2 games, probably some of my all-time favorites. I have Soul Reaver 2. So if you're familiar with the original Soul Reaver, or you enjoyed watching me play, the Soul Reaver game that I was just playing, Soul Reaver 2 is actually available already. Like I already have that shit on my shits. Maximo Ghost of Glory, Maximo versus the Army of Zen. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, SSX 3, SSX Tricky, Mortal Kombat Armageddon Premium Edition, Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening Special Edition, Castlevania Lament of Innocence. And honestly, out of all the PlayStation 2 Castlevania titles, I think Lament of Innocence was my favorite because it was a lot of fun to play. The controls were pretty good. No real complaints there. I also have, what is this? I have a lot of Nintendo games as well. Like I said before, I have all the Zelda titles in 4K. I also have Skyward Sword in 4K. But yeah, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I got that as well. Uh, yeah, so I mean it's a fun time. I've been enjoying myself. We can definitely get down. I have Gauntlet Dark Legacy as well. That doesn't have 4K textures, but it does have high definition textures. So, we got options. Um, but yeah, so I think over the next few weeks or so, I might just rotate games based off of which games I want to play. Because when it comes to the schedule, they don't really give me the option of simply making a streaming schedule without without also adding, what is it? Without also adding the specific game I'm going to be playing. So it might not always be Donkey Kong Country. Sometimes it'll be something else. Okay, yeah. So I got the thing pulled up on my PC screen right here, but sometimes it be lagging and I don't always see it on the same time. But yeah, so uh we got our 2 hours in. Let me know if y'all want to watch something else. Because like I said, Majora's Mask, Donkey Kong Country is still up here. I'm gonna hop off for now, but I'll probably be back on later because one of my peoples is getting overtime. Plus, I kind of like playing video games just on my own time. Sometimes I'm not like streaming like, oh yeah, look at this, oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna just stare at the screen for 30 minutes without saying shit while I'm playing. Um, but yeah, so while I'm waiting for my peoples to get off work, and join the stream, I'm gonna hop off, listen to some music. I might take a nap. I've been yawning a lot. You see, already yawning again. Yeah, thank y'all for joining my stream today. I appreciate it. As always, love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how the fuck you supposed to know if somebody else really love you or not? And be yourself, because being somebody else takes way too much effort. It's Kami the Wolfboy, aka Pretty Blicky, aka Sleepway, aka your favorite baby father. And it's not goodbye. It's see you later, because I'll see you later. So see you later. I love you, Sixth. I came back just to say that. Don't think I didn't see that. W stream. Don't be gassing my streams up. Who do you think you are gassing my streams up?
I'm gonna gas your streams up. What you thinking about? Like, I'm not gonna gas your streams up. I'm gonna gas your streams up. Don't get it twisted, sir. But I'm supposed to be supportive.
Good night, everybody.